whispers inside the room. Oh, the Plum Island Horror, where the whispers never end.
Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my continued playthrough of the Plum Island Horror, where we are fighting hordes and hordes of zombies, I think I'm pretty sure they are, that are invading our island town. To fight them off, we have the Islanders Athletic Club. That's the athletic club on the island. There are golfers, the swimmers, tennis players. They're helping to fight the zombie horde, as well as the Greenport Township. Now, we do have some other, we do have a shore patrol that can help out. We have some other things, but basically we are trying to get folks evacuated and out of the area as quickly as possible. We haven't evacuated a single person yet, and we're on round 4. So that is not good, but we're about to, I think this session, you'll probably see some evacuations take place. At least that is my hope. Let's see if we can manage that and get some people out of here. See, unfortunately, it requires actions to do that, which requires people to be in the right spots and the right places. So, as you know, what we're going to do is we're going to draw from a bag and start taking our turns. That's where we're at right now. I'm set for the new round, so we're just going to get started right away. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you're subscribing to the channel. And please, by the way, I'm going to start something off. I have a lot of interesting projects going on that might be entertaining to you as gamers and storytellers and movie buffs and things like that. I will put a link in this video to another YouTube page that I don't advertise much, but I do experimental things there. I'm doing a short film series called The Station that's relatively interesting. I think it's turning out pretty nice. But I'd love for you to see it. So if you're interested in something like that, there will be a link in the notes on this. Okay, so let's draw our first token. Oh, good. It's going to be one of us, the Greenport Township. Now, we have an important thing going on here, and that was our guy here needs to repair this dock so we can evacuate people out of that space. We're going to get, now on this round, we're going to get 3 actions for each of our factions, and then we can do our follow actions with the other faction, etc. So we get 2, in a solo game, you get 2 follow actions, period. That's what you get. You play 2 factions, and then you get 2 follow actions, and that's that. So in the normal game, if you had like 4 players, you could get, if you're lucky, you get 4 follow actions going. There's a risk there, of course. As you know, you got to draw a card for that, one of these the fake cards, and see if you have an event or not happen. It is almost always bad. So anyway, we're going to start going with the Greenport Township. We have a couple things going on. The doctor is nowhere near where he needs to be to help heal people, and we got some hurt people. But we do have a helicopter that is in this space with all these horrors. We could move them out and get out. I think we're going to move them anyway and have them attack from a distance because they don't need any supplies for their attack. Now, we are almost out of supplies. We've got to get supplies before the end of the next 2 rounds. We've got to have them ready for the night phase so we can feed everybody. But right now it's morning, and we're trying to fight off these bad guys. So all of the township are all the purple guys. You can see there's only 1 over on that side of the board where there's a lot of action. The rest are over here. We're kind of taking care of a lot of the action. I do want to get these supplies here. So maybe one of our first actions is going to be to move to do a vehicle action with, it could be him. Our fireman could go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get there. Move action. And when he lands there, since he took a move action, we'd be able to collect all those supplies. I think that's very, very valuable to do. But he's also got all these folks. I actually think our first action is going to be for him to take what they call a crowd control action to move all 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these people, these groups of people, including this one here, the special one that gives us this VIP that gives us a bonus. We're going to move all 4 of them right there. I think that's going to be our action number 1 of 3. Now, this person also has an admin of 4, so we can move them again all the way down to here, start moving them that way, I suppose. and get them to a place where they can be evacuated. We could also move them to the hospital. The hospital has a helipad. We could send the helicopter there. It can only lift off one person at a time. That's not really great. But we're getting them to a place where they can be evacuated. So for our second action, we are going to then he's then going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see there's connections all the way up to here that don't require any problems. And he's going to, because he took a move action, he'll be able to collect these 6 supplies. Can you see that? I think so. He's way up here, and we just collected 6 supplies for our faction. And that is really good. That puts us at 8 supplies for that faction. That means they can do some other things with those, like maybe put out their stronghold, which we haven't done yet, their compound. Their compound has reinforced walls. It helps them defend. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put it right here and defend all these people. We could just put them. Here's the problem. I could take all those folks, these 4 folks here, put them into the compound that we build, and then they'd be safe, but unless the compound falls. But then we have to feed them, so that's not good. That was action number 2. Action number 3, I think we're going to do a, you can't do, we have to use a follow action to get some people evacuated. I'm in a place where I can get some folks evacuated, and it's really important for us to do that. So I think what we're going to do for action number 3 is, man, this stuff over here is so bad. I'm really super concerned about it. But the doctor can't even get over. He has to go all the way up around here to get over there. There's one thing here. The doctor has 1 wound. That's not too bad. I suppose he's got a vehicle movement of 5. I want to start heading him over there so he can start to heal some of our people. Or he stays there and I helicopter them back. That's another option. So maybe he stays there. Okay, again, there's a lot of thought process in getting this done. So our third action, we're going to try to repair with our mayor. He's got a admin of 5, so he's got a good chance of doing a repair. And as you can see, when we do repair, we're going to draw a fate card. This is our third and final action before we go to our follow actions. Draw a fate card. It's a 4. That's probably going to do it for us because he only needed to repair 1. And so we are going to, and by the way, that is happening right here. Where we're going to repair that. You can see a 4 says you've got skills for a damaged area or bridge. Remove the damage markers equal to the admin rating units of the unit. For disabled unit, flip it to, yeah, okay, we're not worried about that. We're just going to remove the damage from there. Now we can evacuate people from there. The importance of that is this ship that's docked there can evacuate 4 people. So if we can get these guys moved down through there, that would be fantastic. That is all 3 actions for the faction. Now we got to go to our follow actions. I think for our first follow action, we're going to do something called, let me get the book out here and show you. Hopefully it's easy for me to find it. Nothing is ever easy for me to find. It's a follow action, but it's a specific action that we want to take. Oh, also, I forgot, I always do this. I have my adrenaline action. I could have moved people too, without having to worry about it. Like, it would have been, he didn't do it. He's got to stay there to move people, but I could have moved somebody else. Would I have? I probably would have moved him up here. I'm just going to do that now because I want to keep all these folks here safe that we're going to be evacuating. So I would have moved him up there. We have a crisis adrenaline thing, which happens first, and I made that mistake, but that doesn't affect anything for me to correct that and move him over there. It's not really a mistake. I just keep forgetting that you can do that first. I want to get right into our actions. Okay, crowd control. I don't want that. I don't want that on. I don't have the gunship out. Evacuation. Don't want that. Repair. Build compound. Got that. Don't want that. Use locations. Don't want that. Reposition. There it is. Okay, this is a unique action. So the reposition allows us to the helicopter may move into the area regardless of distance, as long as it has a helipad. I don't think we need to do that. I think what we actually do here is use an evacuation action. Let me just double check that. Yeah, we're going to do an evacuation follow-on action here with this helicopter. I think, yeah, we can do that. It'll be able to evacuate 2 people. We don't have to do anything. It just gets to evacuate 2. And if I'm not mistaken, we can do that. I just want to double check and make sure I'm not cheating. Like, do I need to, can I do that as a follow action? I'm pretty sure I can. An area with both docks and a boat unit plus one more civilian area with a helicopter or helipad. Yeah, we can do it. No problem. Okay, so this helicopter here is going to evacuate 2 people. Let's get the best ones of the bunch. Oh, they're all 2 and 1. So we're going to evacuate let's see, who are we evacuating out of the area? We're going to evacuate Gene, the Dance Machine Studio, and we're going to evacuate the Vandergramp family. Okay, that's good. That's worth 3 points to us. This is good news. I'm going to put these over on this side of the table. Finally, 1, 2, 3, we're evacuation. We got some people getting out of here. Woohoo! Okay, that was our first follow action. Now we have to draw a fate card, see if we draw an event. We do not draw an event card, so we can continue to take our second follow action. And I think for our second follow action, I could have Johnny Deere attack them there. I want to move the ladies out. They're in trouble. They got hurt really bad. Well, no, it's Johnny Deere that got hurt really bad. He's got 3 or 4 damage on him. He could go down. But he does have his vehicular... if this unit does a vehicular move action, it ends in the same way. So he doesn't want to do that, actually. I could do a ranged attack with this guy. We got plenty of supplies with as a follow action. Let's do that. Ralph Norton, our trash can guy, he's got a combat rating of 3, so he's going to be able to do some serious damage. He's going to roll 3 dice. So that will require that we use a supply. So he's going to use up one of the many supplies that we just got. And we're going to get 3 dice. We're going to attack that big giant stack of zombies that are over there. So let's put that right out there. Now I'm talking about this stack right here. It's not as big as it used to be. It's getting smaller. We're probably going to survive it. Okay. Oh, no. 1 critical. That's good. So that's 1 hit. We get to roll another die. And that's 2 hits. That's not the worst that could have happened. We got 1, 2. That puts this unit down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A unit of 5. What kind of damage are they going to do in a building? Looks like just... 2 still. We gotta knock them down further. Our guy can't take 2, but we have 2 people there to take damage. That was our second follow action. So we're gonna see what happens. No event. That is fantastic. And then we're gonna go back to our bag. Okay, and again, I don't know if I'm playing this like really well strategically. I'm playing the rules right. I just don't know if I'm playing it well. Okay, we're gonna draw a fate card. So that means something bad's gonna happen now. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't affect these tracks up here. Let's see what we get. No spawn, but tracks 1, and 6. Oh no, 6 is going to go. So we're not spawning anything, but tracks 1 and 6 are going to activate. Well, here's some good news. Track 1's empty. There are no creatures on it. There's nothing to fight. We're good there. But track 6 has this 5-unit horror on there. They're not going to move. They're just going to attack. So I guess I'm going to defend with the Marcia and Jan Brady, the tennis pros. They're going to defend that space against the horror. So basically we're going to roll some dice and see that if they have a combat of 2, they're going to take potentially 2 damage unless they can defend some of this damage. So let's roll 2 dice and see what happens. So that horror unit is attacking the ladies. Oh, look at that. We got critical. That means we're going to roll another die. So we're going to do a lot of damage here, but we didn't defend anything. So we're going to take 2 points of damage. That means that everybody there is kind of in trouble. But we did drop down, and the ladies, what do they got? They got their vicious serve. Now, when this unit issues a ranged attack, this is not a ranged attack. So, okay, we're going to take care of this right now. Okay, so we're going to do a total of 2 points of damage to them. This unit's really hurting us because our ladies, there's something else that's going to happen. Our ladies are going to take 2 more points of damage. And they're right down here. You can see that they're now at 3 of their 4 health as well. So we got to do something there. This is bad. Both the units there are getting brutalized by that unit there. But we also have another problem since we did a hand-to-hand combat. We're going to have to put another yellow cube in the bag. We only have 3 yellow cubes left. Then we go to the red ones. The red ones are bad. They really accelerate the end of the game. So that was the whole thing there. That was done. So we have completed that fate token. Hopefully another faction gets to go before the monsters do again. That would be bad. Or at least if the monsters go, it's not Route 6, Track 6. So it is going to be the Islanders Athletic Club. they get to go next. So again, we got 3 actions. That's awesome. And then 2 follow-on actions. So I think what's going to happen first is I know what my follow action is going to be already, but I do think we're going to take the ladies here. We're going to move them back. You can have 2 players in the space. We're going to move them back there, or 2 characters rather, as an action. For our second action, we're going to do a range attack. Now, because they have their compound, they have endless supplies of tennis and golf balls. They do not have to spend supplies to make a range attack. Good thing about a range attack is they can't be hit back. They have a strength of 2, but if they critical in this, they're going to do more damage. And we also don't put cubes in the bag, so that's good. If they crit, they actually do an extra point. Hopefully they get that. Oh no, that actually was weak. 2 halves of a heart. You know what that means? We get 1. So that range attack took out 1 more. This unit is now much weaker. But that was our second action. What do I want to continue? For our third action, they are going to do they have a admin of 4. They're going to do a crowd control action. You can see that we have 4. I'm going to move some things out of the way so you can see we have 4 civilians there. So we're going to take 1. Well, we're going to move them all. We're going to move this one as a 4, this 2, this 1, and this 1 here. And we're going to move them all to the bridge. They're getting ready to exit. We're going to have one of our follow actions is going to have them evacuate off the bridge. Okay. That marks the end of, that was 1, moved 1, attacked, 3rd, moved them off. Okay, that's it. That's our 3 actions. Now we're going to do our follow actions. Our first follow action is going to be for Edward Norton to attack that horde again, because we've left them there with a civilian. We don't want the civilian to die, so we got to kill the horde. And remember, with his ranged attack, he does have to use a supply, so we're going to do that. But he gets 3 dice, so hopefully he can kill these things. And, well, for when you're attacking range, this counts as a hit. Unfortunately, we only got 1 hit, so there's still 1 horror unit there. That is terrible. That was our first follow action. We're having bad luck on that side of the fence. And we did not draw a event card, so we can continue on with another follow action. What do I want to do with that? Well, I want Miguel Spitz. Unfortunately, he's only got a 3 on his admin. So, but he's going to evacuate 3 of these people. So we're going to get this one does 5 points. Now these guys have a problem. We'll deal with that in a minute. It's the cruise ship passengers. They're going to add a biohazard to the bag. So we're going to add a biohazard when they go in. I think it's a red cube. I'll take a look. But we can do 3. So we're going to do 2. They're worth 4 though. That's good. And 5. So there's still 1 person there. But we're going to go add these guys up, and then we'll take a look at the Islanders and see what, I don't remember what I have to add. We'll get that figured out too. So we're going to get to add a whopping 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're now at 11. That is awesome. And then on the back of this card, we're going to have to look at the Islanders VIP. Where are they? Cruise ship passengers. 1 red biohazard cube to the biohazard bag. So we're going to have to take, because we evacuated them with all these other people and everything, they got off the island, they were sick, so we're going to have to take 1 of these red cubes and drop it in our bag now. But that's okay. That was worth the 7 points. I mean, we got to get to 26. We got a long way to go in clearing this board out, but we're getting people evacuated. That was our second follow action. So we're going to draw another horror card, see what happens. No event. Nice. We lucked out on there too. And that is going to be the end of their activation. So now we're going to get the bag back out and see what we do. Hopefully track 6 does not activate. We're going to get, oh look, we're getting our factions again. That's awesome. So this is good news. We are going to have the Greenport Township activate again. Okay. Yeah, so action, first off, do I want to reposition? Do I want to do a crisis, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I can do a move, crisis adrenaline action. I do. I think he's got a movement of 2. We're going to start moving him back. He's going to go there. He's going to stay where he is. He is not going to move. Our trash can guy is not going to move. There's no point. Well, actually, I should move him up. He can then defend these civilians with that. Yeah, we're going to move him here. He may or may not have to defend those civilians there. We'll see. So that was our crisis adrenaline. We've moved some people around. Now we're going to do some things. So the first thing that we're going to do as an action is, with his big whopping admin of 4, he is going to take all 4 of these units and move civilians and just move them right there. We could move them to the hospital and mix this up a bit. Yeah, we're going to move them to the hospital. I don't know if there's a limit on how many civilians can be. I don't think there is. I'll take a look. I don't think there is. I think there's only a limit of 2 characters. But that will allow him to then mix this up and get some higher valued characters to the docks where we're trying to get them to. And then he himself, second action, will move there. We'll start to reposition them and move them again next turn. But I think we need to... Do we need to finish them off? Don't know. I could do a vehicle move action. You know what we're going to do? How about Sasquatch? What does he move? He moves 2. So if he moves 2. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take an action to move. He's in our compound, but we're going to move Sid Calhoun, the coach. And we're going to move him over to here with 2 movement. So basically 1, 1, 2. Oh, that's not good. I don't like that at all. We're not going to do that. Besides, that's the wrong player. It's where we're doing purple. Let's see. Vehicle movement. I could move him quite a ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start getting him over to the fight there. Because we got this big stack coming down here too. We're going to do that. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Vehicle movement from our guy, LaFlamme. Do I have to do... I should double check that because I've done 2 vehicle movements. I may need to use supplies on those. I'm going to double check on movement. Let's see. Movement actions. So when you're moving, you got 2 choices. You can move by foot or you can move in your vehicle. You have 2 stats. To use a vehicle action, you activate, must discard 1 supply. So the orange faction there, or the purple faction, actually has to lose 2 more supplies because we did that twice. So they're down to 4 supplies again all of a sudden. We need to do some searching. So that's all 3 of our actions, though, isn't it? It's rough. You know what? I think I'm going to take that back. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take that back. I don't want to lose all those supplies. I'll just lose 1 supply for the time we did it before. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Is that right? Or 1, 2, yeah. I think we're just going to take a normal move action, which is 2. We're going to put him here so that he can search in the future. That's it. That's our 3 actions. Now we're going to take our follow actions. Our first follow action is going to be... let's make this worthwhile. Let's see. I think our first follow action is I'm going to move. He was here actually. So I'm going to move him 1 here, and then we can move him 2 over there in the next one. But that seems wasteful. I'm just worried that Sasquatch is going to move into a space and take him down. He's pretty tough. He's got 3. He's got attack 3. So I think I'm just going to wait there right now. That seems like a waste of a move. I think that's not a good move. Remember, we're going to move an orange one, our orange player, our athletics club, because it's actually the purple player's turn. We could just attack this. I don't want to do melee on this, though, either, because that's problematic. Yeah. This is some rough decision making. I can tell you that right now. All right. Well, let's do this. I just don't want to move them over to the Sasquatch, or get attacked by the Sasquatch. That'd be really bad. Of course, if they move here, they can't attack him if he moves in that space. So I do think we'll do that. We'll move him to here, and hopefully if the Sasquatch moves, then he'll get to attack. That was our first follow action. Seems like a bad one, but it's okay. We don't get an event card. That's good. And then for our second follow action, we're going to actually do an evacuation with the bus driver here, and we're going to move 4 of these folks. There's a 3, a 3, a 2, and a 2. We're going to move them to the beach here as our second follow action, start to get them where they can get evacuated by these ships. Yeah, hopefully. We shall see. And we do not draw an event card. We've been lucky. Okay. That, however, marks the end of that. Now it's we know that we probably got some bad guy stuff coming. We have a fate token, so bad guys are going to go next. Let's see what we get. Track 5 is going to populate. We're still down where we're putting 3 enemies, 3 zombies go on track 5 up there. And then we're going to have a surge. That's really bad. Draw a fate number, activate that track, equaling drawing twice. So we're going to do whatever it does 2 times, and it's going to be track 4. Ooh! Oh, that's good. Actually, this stack is so big, it only moves one. So it went one and then activated again two. Now these guys are like, whoa! Oh, that's really bad. But that's all that happens. They're coming though, and that. So now we know the golfers need to attack. Now they get to make range attacks for nothing, no supply cost. So that's really good. Oh look, it's them going next too. That is fantastic. We need supplies as well. We need supplies. Everybody's low on supplies. So, we don't have enough to pay for. Well, the township right now has exactly enough to pay for their group at night. But I think so. The first thing we're going to do is Peking, the golf pro, is going to his first action is going to be attack those horrors. Now, Peking has a special ability. It's called Thor. The unit may conduct a ranged combat attack against horrors that are up to 2 spaces away. That's really cool. But if they're only one area away, he gets +1 to his combat rating. So he's going to be rolling 3 dice against them since they're right next to him there. So let's get this out. We're going to roll 3 dice and hopefully do some damage. Now remember, because he is part of that group and the compound that they have is there, they have enough. They do not pay supplies. Units do not have to pay 1 supply to do range combats. So, that is a really good roll, y'all. That is a good roll. So we got a half heart, a critical. So there's 2 damage right there. We're going to roll another die. Another critical. Look at that. We're going to roll another die. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3 and a half. So that doesn't count. But we got 1, 2, 3 off this stack right there with the first action. Guess what's happening on the second action? Wait, Sid Calhoun does something too, right? Oh, we got a reroll. If you are Sid Calhoun, he's right here, and the golf pro's right here. It says skilled motivator teacher. If this unit is with or adjacent to its faction, may reroll 1. So we did have a blank. We're going to reroll it, and we got another hit. That's 4 off that unit. That is fantastic. Guess what we're doing for our second action? We're going to do that same thing again. So we're going to start with 3 dice. We have a reroll. And our golf pro is going to smack that. He's smacking them with golf balls. That's really bad. We only got 1 hit. We're going to reroll. We're going to use that reroll. So these, remember, on range, shields count as hits. So that's 2 hits. That's 2 more off him. Action number 2 down. We've got whittled that down. What are they at now? They're still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're still pretty bad. I still think I want to do that again, just in case they keep coming. Do we want to take our third? I mean, I think that's the smart thing to do. Yeah. Okay. We're going to take our third action. We're going to roll 3 dice. And did I want to reposition anybody? I don't think I did. No, we're fine. Okay. We're fine. Only a half a heart, but we do get a reroll. A critical. That means we're going to roll again. Another critical. That's 2 hits. We're doing really well here. Another roll. And a shield. So 3 hits. That's 3 more gone. 1, 2, 3. So we really battered that down, but it took all 3 of our actions to do it. That is not great. Okay, we have our 2 follow actions. We've really done some damage to that group there, but it took a lot out of us to do it. So I think for our first follow action, we're actually going to have this guy. No, actually, we could just evacuate them from here, right? So now these people give us a bonus. I want to look at that because they give us a bonus on evacuation, but I think it only gives us 1 point. A very dedicated yoga group whose members all have solid cores and wonderful spiritual effects on other survivors. This unit is worth 3 when evacuated and increases the EP value of each civilian unit that is evacuated with them. So we're not going to send 2 people on the helicopter. What we're going to do is we're going to move, we're going to have him move here as a follow action. And no event card, that's good. And then for our second follow action, I'm almost tempted to attack those guys again with the golfers and try and see if we can end that unit. Because we do have one more. No, all of our guys are gone. So the only thing that's going to happen is an event after this. So and I think we're going to take a chance. They're not hurt. They're fine. We're going to take a chance. We're going to move. He's got his admin of 4. We're going to move them to here. Okay, now there is a unit there, so we might do that. Now, what we're going to do with these guys is we move them to here, and he can get them off on the boat, all 4 of them at a time. That'll give us a bonus point for each one because of the civilians that's with them. That's pretty good. Okay, so Oh man, yeah. You know what? I got 5 points worth of civilians in their group, so we're gonna have to do some. Before the end of the next round, we're gonna have to do some serious searching to get some supplies going. That's not good. We're done. That's it. That was our follow action. So let's draw another card. No event. We are good. And then so the last thing that's going to happen is an event. So we got one. We got 2 tokens. Oh yeah, our third fate token comes out. Let's see what we get. We get track 6 is going to populate, and then track 5. Ooh, that's a rough one. Is going to go. So track 6 is going to get 3 beasties. Zombies, they are coming in on track 6. And then we're going to activate track 5. This is track 5. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. That's not good. Oh no, sorry, 1, 2. He only moves 2. He moves there. And this big horde just moves 1, I think, because let's just see what the stack is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're only going to move 1. There are too many to move 1. Just let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're going to move 2. So they're going to move to there. Okay. And so we've got some things going on there we got to take care of. We got to hit the Sasquatch. Now he has rough hide. That unit will remove 2 hits during each mutation regeneration step. So when we go at him, we got to kill him. We got to do 4 points of damage to him in that round. We're poised to do that with our golfer. So we might get that done in the next round. But that's all that happens. Now if he gets down to here, we have an overrun. Overruns are bad. They cause us problems. And then the last token we have is the Fate, the Doom token, which means we're going to draw an event card. Let's see what we get. Violent riots at Camp Captree. Reduce the evacuation point marker by 2. What? This event has no effect if the marker is currently at 26. It's not. We just lost 2 of these hard-fought points that we just got. That sucks. Okay. All right, there we go. 1, 2. We're back down to 9. We had 11. That was too bad. All right, and then we're going to get to the end of our round. Now, it's not a night phase, so we don't have to do that, but we do have to replenish locations. We didn't search anything, so that's we should have, but we didn't, so we didn't do anything there. I wanted to get evacuees going. Biohazard infection step, we're going to do that next. Mutation step, well, the Sasquatch is the only one out. He's not damaged, so that's okay. But we do have to draw 2 of these tokens out of the bag. So our first one is yellow. Our second one's yellow. Okay, so what does that mean? That's not a great thing. It means that our biohazard track goes up by 2. Look, we get up to here, we're going to start increasing how many monsters come out. Everything is starting to take its toll on us. Then we're going to take our little bag and we're going to refill all of our tokens for our factions and everything, and we're going to put them in here. And that's that. We're going to shuffle that up and we're good. And then the last thing, last but not least, we are now moving to the afternoon of October 26th. We're going to again have 3 actions. That's good. Not of night phase, but we got to get some. This next round, I'm going to tell you one of the things we got to focus on is, of course, evacuating people and supplies. We got to get that done. So, luckily, we've been able to manage our tracks pretty well. We do have some damaged people. I've got to get them back to a doctor or something and see if we can get them fixed, healed in some way. All right. Well, that's it for now, gang. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to our next episode. I hope you're still enjoying this. I heard someone say they didn't like the board and all that. I get where you're coming from. I think it is a big board, but it's cool. It's got really good artwork on it. I don't know if you noticed that, but it's got great artwork on it. And it's functional. It's just large. Didn't need to be that large. I don't know, but it works. So I like it. I'm fine with it. I don't have any problem with it. And there are some complexities in this game, but it's a part of the thematic storytelling with all these cool people and events that come out. It's pretty neat. I like the game, actually. I like games like this anyway. This happens to be one that I think is pretty cool. But anyway, thank you for watching again. I'll talk to you in the next one. And by the way, I'll just remind you, if you got to the end of the video, to go check out my other channel and subscribe if you want. And you'll get to the content that's starting to come out there as well. Take care. Bye-bye.